Is Gundy bulletproof, or you would know that as much as anybody with your degree, but is he bulletproof, or does he have to do something much better this year?
Well, in today's environment, the number of bulletproof coaches, I think, have reduced greatly. I will say this. I think Mike can determine when he walks away at Oklahoma State. Now, I will say, add to that Oklahoma State cannot go 3-9 again. But I don't necessarily know if it's, well, you got to win X number of games or you're out the door. The same thing with Whittingham, which they already have a coach in place for when he decides to step down. And again, I know everything now is, what have you done for me lately? And a lot of younger people don't realize the state of Oklahoma State's program before Gundy arrived. When he came there with Les Miles helped turn it around. But then Gundy's been there 20 years. Last year ended at 18 consecutive seasons with a winning record. And that's the fourth or fifth in the history of college football for a coach at one school. Not even Saban did that at Alabama and some other big names. So, he had a horrific season, and he'll be the first one to tell you that. If he has another horrific season, is his future there in danger? I'd say anything's possible. The thing with Oklahoma State, knowing this, as an alum and just somebody who follows college football, and I thought this last year, anytime Oklahoma State is projected to do really, really well, they usually don't live up to those expectations. Anytime that they're projected to do really, really poorly, Gundy usually turns it around and surprises people. And that's, the fact that they've had 18 consecutive winning seasons is an example. And in fact, the last 2 years, they were not ranked in the AP preseason top 25 poll, which this will be year number 3. Oklahoma State finished the year in the top 15. So I'm not saying Oklahoma State's going to be in the top 15, but I also know Gundy's history and track record. And I think he'll turn this thing around and get them back to being obviously more competitive. And last year, it was just whatever could go wrong went horrible.